The Parker probe's closest approach of 8.86 solar radii is not at all close enough to the sun's photosphere to make any significant measurements of the phenomena in which they claim to be interested. Unless they can maneuver the probe much closer to the photosphere without melting it, not much of anything about the real process of solar wind production and its unexplained acceleration will be revealed by the Parker probe. They're looking in the wrong places. If the probe's trajectory does intersect a Birkeland current or two, it will undoubtedly report enigmatic multiple reversals of the magnetic field. How will NASA explain that if it occurs? Anyway, back to our virtual journey. How far do we have to go? Where does the solar atmosphere really end? The answer to that is out at the heliopause. Now, the heliopause is the outer boundary of our solar system's plasma. It's located at a distance from the sun of about 123 astronomical units. The plasma that surrounds the solar system, our sun, the planets, and everything else that accompanies these bodies, is different from the plasma of interstellar space. Not in what kinds of charge carriers are present, but in their density and speed. Just inside the heliopause, the density of positive ions and electrons is estimated to be only 10% of the density of those same charge-carrying particles just beyond the heliopause in interstellar space. But the average velocities of the ones inside are 10 times greater. There are fewer of them, but they're going a lot faster. NASA has said the boundary between the solar wind and the interstellar wind is the heliopause. That's right. And then they go on to say that's where the pressure of the two winds are in balance. This balance in pressure causes the solar wind to turn back and flow down the tail of the heliosphere. Now notice there's no mention here of any electrical phenomenon at all, even though the wind consists mostly of positive ions and electrons. NASA only talks about hydraulics, the physics of gases and fluids, winds and pressures, not plasma, not anything electrical. And certainly no mention of what creates that solar wind and why it exists or what it's made of. We submit that our Volt-Ampere plot provides a simpler and more accurate insight into what's actually happening out there at the heliopause.